Yes guys, how are we doing? Hope you're well and welcome back to another YouTube video. So in today's video, I'm going to go through my diet to get shredded. I've been into this diet for about 6 weeks now, got about 7 weeks to go, and I'm going to go through every single food that I'm eating in order to bring the condition this summer. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Nathan, I'm an online coach, and I help guys and girls level up with their own physiques. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through every single food that I'm currently having. I've made sure I've got every single thing here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through carbohydrates first, a bit of kind of fruit and veg. I'm going to go into fats, proteins, and then kind of sauces and drinks and things towards the end. So if you want to go to a certain point, I'm going to leave some timestamps on the screen now if you want to go straight to those. Just for a little bit of context, I'm going to put my training and non-training day calories and macros on the screen now, but just be mindful guys, these are very individual to myself. This applies to obviously my height, weight, my activity levels as well, so don't obviously compare mine to yours. But I just thought I'd give you a bit of context when I'm going to be talking about some of these individual foods. Okay, so let's start with some carbohydrates first. First of all, we have boil in the bag basmati rice. If you haven't tried these yet, I'd highly recommend doing so. You get 5 bags in this packet, and personally, ever since trying this last kind of 6 months or so, I probably wouldn't go back to like normal rice. I just find it easy to have. You boil your water, you put it in for 15 minutes, cut it open, and off you go. Me and Carly actually half one of these, but yeah, these are pretty cool. I actually personally prefer free from pasta, not just from a digestion point of view, but also from a taste point of view as well. It's a little less rubbery, if that kind of makes sense, even though pasta is rubbery anyway, but I just feel it sits a lot better. Going for this one, we also have penne as well. So that's the rice, that's the pasta. Potatoes, sweet potato, white potato, or Maris Piper potatoes. So we have the potatoes there. Post-workout as well, not all the time, it's very dependent on what I'm kind of fancying and feeling post-workout wise. But again, going with the gluten-free options, these are go-free honey flakes. From a macronutrient point of view, per 30 grams, 0.3 grams of fat, because we want to prioritize protein and carbs post-workouts. Carbs, 26 grams of carbohydrates, 1.9 grams of protein. But again, digestion is really important, and just since switching a couple of options to gluten-free, I've noticed a massive difference to my digestion and whatnot. So yeah, that's a post-workout. Also, to talk about post-workout, where are they? Here they are. I have some, again, gluten-free. These are actually gluten-free crumpets. I actually tried these for the first time. Very nice. Also have some gluten-free Warburton's like rolls or something like that. So that's also an option. Also for carbohydrates, we have Scottish oats. Been staple in the diet for years and years now. At the moment, I'm actually training in the morning, so I don't have these as a pre-workout, which I used to. But now I'm having it either is kind of like the first meal of the day, like a late breakfast if I'm not working out, or actually have it for lunch after my kind of first post-workout meal. I actually have baked oats. Highly recommend actually guys, quickly in terms of baked oats. If you have baked oats, blend your oats in a blender before obviously mixing your whey protein. Makes it really creamy, really smoothie. So that's oats. Again, staple, rice cakes. These ones obviously with the dark chocolate, the Kalo Belgian dark chocolate rice cakes, of course from a carbohydrate point of view, but obviously fat as well. And I think that's pretty much it for carbohydrates before we get into the fruit and veg. Baby butter mushrooms, fantastic in like a pasta, or just to kind of bulk up your food, very low calories. We've got onions, white and reds, carrots. We have some frozen veg. At the moment, I haven't actually been getting broccoli just because I haven't been having it with every single meal. But again, to bulk up your foods, we've been having like curries and things like that. So again, that brings the volume up. And that's exactly what you want when it comes to a cut. You want to push the volume up to make sure you're going to be feeling fuller for longer. So yeah, carrots, mixed veg, mushrooms, onions I spoke about. I actually don't know what's in here. Oh, okay. We have some peppers, even the mixed bag or red pepper. So I've got those. Oranges, pack of 6. Bananas, pretty much throughout the day, either as a post-workout meal or a snack, absolutely fantastic. Have some frozen mixed fruits, and these ones, this is my go-to frozen fruit, and these are pitted sweet cherries, the best frozen fruit you can get. So much flavour, so sweet, and the macros aren't too bad either. And that's it for kind of fruit and veg. I'm going to go into some snacks and kind of like fillers, so kind of like carbohydrates, but things that we'll put in some meals. I'm going to start with those first. So chopped tomatoes, chickpeas as well. I'm trying to think what we have with these. I think like soup or something like that. This is more kind of for the fat option, which I'll talk about shortly, but coconut milk. In terms of snacks, pop chips, barbecue or sour cream are the best two. Pom Bears, these are literally like 64 calories per pack. But to be fair, when you open the pack, there's literally only like 5 in there, so kind of explains why. But of course, it does help throughout the day, keeping the calories really low. Massive fan of jalapenos. Get these in, very minimal calories, just adds a nice bit of kind of flavour and spice to your foods, whether you're having like Mexican or something like that. Jam as well. Again, be mindful of quantity with this. Honey as well, same apply. If you start going crazy with these, and obviously the calories pick up. Of course, nice to have on some bread, rice cakes, same with the honey. And let's go into some of my fat options. And if I'm honest, I only actually have 4 main fat sources, because the rest of my fats come from my proteins or kind of snacks like pop chips or something like that throughout the rest of the day. First of all, we have peanut butter. This is from Bulk. This wasn't actually in the last YouTube video where I rated my top bulk protein bars and snacks. But any bulk products that I talk about, I'm going to link in the description below. So peanut butter, crunchy, not smooth. Dark chocolate, 74%. It says bold and velvety, and it is, I promise you, it's really, really nice. Into the next one, which we've got flaked almonds. Been having these rather than kind of whole almonds. Again, when we're cutting, we want to kind of push that volume up a little bit, or have foods that you kind of can taste for a little bit longer, if that makes sense. Doesn't really make sense at all, but these I just find are better. You can kind of enjoy these over like kind of oats or something like that. Greek yogurt, rather than just having sort of like 5, 6, 7 almonds, you can obviously have quite a lot of flakes over the top. And finally, talking about oats, my go-to at the moment, and this is an incredible find, and you really need to try this. This is Biscoff spread, and this is actually crunchy. So it's not the smooth one, it's the crunchy one. Incredible. You've got to try this. This is top tier. So they're my main 4 fats, like I said, with the protein, with the snacks, with like the dark chocolate rice cakes as well. Into my protein sources, and what you'll notice with all of these are plant-based. I'm actually a vegetarian, have been since the start of the year. Of course, if you're not a vegetarian, then you know your kind of go-to protein sources. But if you want to try some of these are the ones that I recommend. And of course, if you're a vegetarian or vegan, then definitely try out some of these as well. These are plant-based bacon pieces. The one thing about these, or the majority of these, the macros are absolutely incredible. For example, these bacon pieces per 100 grams, 0.6 grams of fat. So literally no fat there at all. Carbs 1.4, protein 17 grams, which is incredible, absolutely insane. Vegan ham, this is the corn. This isn't chicken, another fantastic brand that I'd highly recommend going for. Per 100 grams, you have 23 grams of protein, so crazy high in protein. A couple of Naked Glory products. We have the burgers, we have the sausages. There's another pack of sausages that we have from Tesco's. I think it's just their own kind of range. Macros on these a little bit higher in fats, but nevertheless really high in protein. 2 sausages, 8 grams, and one of these burgers is 11 grams of protein. But obviously that's where the fats come in. Heck, again, you probably heard of like kind of Heck chicken sausages or kind of Heck products from a vegetarian range and a vegan range. This is what we have with like mince, chilies and things like that. And that's everything from a kind of plant-based point of view. Now let me talk about some protein bars and the ones that I go for, or my kind of top 4. We have the vegan protein blondie. This is probably the best from a macronutrient point of view. It's very, very filling as well. This is 214 calories, 5.6 grams of fat, 23 grams of carbohydrates, and 16 grams of protein. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out last week's video. It's actually last month's video where I talk about my kind of top products. So you can look at these in a bit more detail. I won't go through all like the macros and calories. We have the Protein Millionaire Slice, Macro Munch Bar, and Vegan Protein Blondie as well. Finally, from a whey protein point of view, this is my post-workout whey protein. This is chocolate malted honeycomb. Also highly recommend chocolate cookies, chocolate caramel. I'm a big fan of obviously the chocolate protein. From a vegan point of view, for smoothies, I have vegan strawberry protein. And that's everything in terms of the protein sources. So lots of variety. Last one, apologies, tofu as well. We have this to make a replacement for kind of scrambled egg. Again, macros are incredible. 2.6 grams of fat per 100 grams, no carbs in here, and then 7.1 grams of protein. So yeah, that's everything from a protein point of view. Lots of variety, lots of choice, and of course that's what we want throughout the week. We don't want to be having the same things every single evening. We want to be enjoying foods, we want that flexibility, and of course we want to be hitting that protein intake. Condiments and drinks to finish. I pretty much have one of these every single day. Pepsi Max, 0 calories. I have this from time to time, not every single day. This is Vimto, no added sugar. Really reminds me of my childhood when I obviously had it when I was younger. Really strong flavour, but obviously, you know, I'm having fizzy with the Pepsi Max, something that's obviously still is quite nice. I have 2 different milk kind of replacements as such. I have almond milk. This is unsweetened, 13 calories per 100 milliliters. I actually have this in my oats or smoothies, but in my coffees I have 2 of those a day. I have Oatly. This is, I think it's called like, yeah, Oat Drink Skinny it's called, or I don't know what it may be, but this is slightly lower calorie than some of the others. This is 37 calories per 100 milliliters. Some of the other oat drinks, just again be mindful once you kind of you don't realize you're kind of pushing sort of 50 plus calories per 100 milliliters. 1 calorie, 1 cal spray. We also do use some olive oil actually sometimes, but very minimal occasionally. Sauces, we have tomato ketchup. This is 50% less sugar and salt. This is 10 calories per 15 grams. Mustard, I think this is very similar. It doesn't actually say, but it's around kind of 10 calories per 15 grams. And absolutely fine, this one. If you do like mayo and you want something slightly different from like ketchup and mustards, I'd recommend this one. This is per 10 grams, it's like 7.2 calories. So pretty much per 15 grams will be very similar, 10 or 11 calories. Be mindful of sauces, things like barbecue, normal kind of mayo, it's gonna push your calories right up. have these maybe as a slight replacement just to save you calories that you can obviously have a little bit more kind of pasta, rice, potato, or whatever it may be. So that is every single food that I'm including into my cut and diet. What I'm going to do with the bulk products, I'm going to leave them in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.